welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jordyn Lafaye and I'm back with another video. I know I was probably not gonna record today, but I was like, you know what, let me just record a video. It's Christmas and I haven't done a makeup video in a long time, like literally since last year. Actually no, I did one this year, but it's still been a long time. So I was gonna do a little makeup look for you guys for Christmas, and yeah, I'm actually excited. I haven't done, you know, a makeup video in a long time, but I was like, why not do it today? I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and once again, have a safe and happy Christmas and a happy new year. And yeah, let's get on with the video. Alright, so I already did my eyebrows, so that's done. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my foundation. Okay, so the foundation I'm using is the Fenty foundation, but it's the Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear foundation, and I have it in the number 320. And I don't know if I told you guys this before, but the first one she made, the matte one, was too dry for me, so I'm so happy she came out with the hydrating one, because my skin is dry and then the matte was just not doing right for me. So thank God for this. And I also like the applicator. It's like really handy and simple. So yeah, today is Christmas and I'm actually spending Christmas by myself this year, which would be the first time I've ever spent Christmas by myself. But you know, this year is different, obviously, with everything going on.
A pandemic.
And it's just a lot, you know. Christmas is not really, we're not really celebrating Christmas the way we want to celebrate it. And so it's kind of like an excuse to kind of just do your own thing this year. And I've been, for most of you guys that know, my primary home is in Dallas, and I currently live in Houston. And I've been home, I've went home like probably 5 times this year, when I normally only go home twice a year. Since, you know, school was online and I was mostly unemployed, I was just, well, okay, let's just get to the nitty-gritty. Let's just get to the nitty-gritty of this year. How about that? Let's just start from the beginning. Since 2021 is literally next week, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer on Christmas, but let's just get to the nitty-gritty. So, January 2020, obviously we all had expectations. We were like, yeah, this year's gonna be bomb, whatever, cool, everything was going fine. Everything was really just popping off. I mean, I was quite satisfied with how everything is going, whatever. February comes, same ordeal, fun, going about it, whatever, and then BAM! March. If you have a birthday in March, I'm sorry, because March is going to be the month that everyone's just like traumatized until they die. Just not the best month. But anywho, that's when everything, you know, started. And you know, we all thought it was gonna blow over in 2 weeks. Not the case. That did not happen. April, March, I couldn't work. Obviously everyone couldn't work, so stopped working. April came around and they gave us pay, but couldn't really, you know, hold over anything. Oh, sorry. For concealer, I'm using the Revolution Conceal and Define in C12, and then I'm using Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser, and this is in the color medium 130. I'm mixing them because the Revolution is a little darker and this is lighter, so I'm kind of like mixing them. Alright, so April came around, got paid, but that barely did anything. So yeah, got paid, whatever. Then here comes May. Now, if the pandemic didn't happen, May was supposed to be that month because that was when my graduation was planned and my brother and sister-in-law was supposed to get married. So we're still in April. At this time, my school still hasn't like told the 2020 graduates what's going on. So I don't know if we're having a graduation. I don't know if my graduation is online. They're not like communicating well at all, which pissed me off, obviously. And to make a long story short, they never said anything. So May comes around and they didn't say, well, okay, they did say something, but they were like, it's postponed to late summer, fall. So we're like, okay, but there's no date, so it's like you want to start planning, but they didn't give us a date, so how are we gonna start planning? Because by this time, by like May, we were told in the summertime the pandemic will slow down and it will get better. So we're like, okay, let's start planning for fall, summer, even though we have no date. And yeah, so May, I took my graduation pictures. They weren't professional. My best friend did it. She did very well. But like, talk about a bummer. Because when I tell y'all, I had everything in place. I had a venue. And with that venue, I would have had the graduation like celebration, the dinner, everything. I had my dress. I had my shoes. I had my graduation gown, my cap, everything. Like, everything was in place. I was ready. And then bam! I was like, y'all have no idea. But anywho, alright, so May's over. June comes along. Same stuff. Still a lot of cases going on, whatever. Next I'm using the Fenty contour stick and Truffle. So June comes around, same old, same old. And then July comes around, and then me and my best friend Megan, we go to Wyoming to just get away. And we picked Wyoming because we wanted to be careful at the same time. I mean, we wouldn't do LA. LA was toe up. We didn't want to do New York. New York was shut down. Florida, LOL. So we didn't want to go to like a city, like a poppin' city, because the cases were too high. We were being smart with it. And we were like, you know what, let's just get away. Let's escape. We couldn't go overseas. I think at the time you could have, but we didn't have the money, obviously. So we were like, let's do Wyoming. It's gorgeous. We could go to Yellowstone. It's pretty, it's cooler. And yeah, so we went to Wyoming. It was amazing, whatever. So that was the end of July. And then here comes my birthday month, August. And let me tell you.
Bruh.
Alright, so at this point, my school still hasn't informed us about their graduation. Alright, so it's August 5th, and I graduated and got my degree. So I'm done. And they still didn't tell us when the graduation was. They didn't tell us when the graduation was. At this time, I'm done. I finished my classes. I'm finito, y'all. I'm done. And nothing. So
Okay, cool.
whatever. You know, at this point I was happy. I graduated, whatever. Then my birthday. I did nothing for my birthday. There was nothing to do. I literally ordered myself a cake. I got my decorations, did my face, dressed cute. I literally took pictures, and that's it sounds so sad, but like, that's the truth. I did nothing. There was nothing to do. I think around June to August, the cases were bad. Like, it was bad. So, nothing. I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder glow. It's the translucent powder that has the little glow. It's like a highlighter, but not. Yeah, it just has a little spunk to it. So anywho, I didn't do anything. There was nothing to do. So yeah. At this point, I just graduated, so I'm happy, yeah. But I'm still unemployed, and I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I'm still applying to jobs. I'll get a job. Crossing my fingers, whatever. Here comes September. Here comes September. I'm still applying to jobs. I'm getting let down left and right. Here comes October. I'm applying to jobs. I'm getting let down left and right. But I'm volunteering at a local hospital, so I was like, okay, not so bad. At least I'm doing something. I started volunteering at a hospital and also at a animal shelter. So since I was just unemployed, I was like, I can't be at the house all day. I'm miserable. I'm becoming like depressed at this point. I'm broke. I gotta do something. So I started volunteering, and it helped. But it didn't help enough, obviously. But I was like, you know, since I'm volunteering at a hospital, I can eventually get a job there and just grow in the company.
Sorry.
I applied to that hospital, multiple jobs, and on my resume, it said I was a volunteer at the hospital. Still got declined, left and right. Now, at this point, I'm in Houston, so if anyone knows, Houston got really bad, I think starting the summertime. Like, the ICU capacity was full. Harris County was on high alert, red level. It was bad. So it's like, in my mind, I thought healthcare jobs were available, but then again, it makes sense. Since COVID, I guess everyone's just strict on who comes in the clinics or the hospitals, whatever. But that was my field, so that's what I was shooting for. So at this point, I'm like, screw my field. I'm applying anywhere I can find because I'm this desperate. Still nothing. So here comes November. I'm getting super worried because my student loans, once you graduate, you have 6 months to find a job and then start paying off your loans. So the time's ticking, people. The time is ticking. And I'm like, oh Lord, this is not looking good. I'm using the TooFaced Natural Eyes palette. Bruh. Looks like so. So yeah, it's November and I'm just like, and then I've got I got like 2 interview opportunities. One of them, I did the interview, and it was actually with Louis Vuitton. Let me just spill the beans. It was with Louis Vuitton, y'all. And I was like, no way. Because I remember when I applied, I was like, there's no way they're going to hire me. That's a joke. And they actually replied back with an interview. So I did the interview, and I thought it went I thought it went really well. the lies. Apparently not. They never, till this day, it's about to be Jan, they have not said anything. They haven't declined me, they haven't accepted me, nothing, which is messed up. Like, if you're not gonna get the job, tell me. If I'm not gonna get the job, let me know. But whatever. So that was out, obviously. And then I got another job, which was a healthcare job. I was like, yes, great. But the thing was, when I tried to do the interview, it said it expired. And I'm like, what? So it wanted me to do the interview literally right after I got the email. I'm like, how am I supposed to have time? And they sent the email like 5 o'clock in the evening. So I'm like, what? So I kind of like missed the interview. And then I tried contacting them about it, and nothing. So that didn't work out. But then I get this other job opportunity, and I'm like, oh my gosh, great, this is gonna be awesome, blah blah blah. And the hopes are like still in the air, but nothing for sure. And then here comes December, and then bam, it all came true. And I'm like speechless, because I'm just beyond grateful. Like beyond. Because I was getting, when I tell y'all my anxiety, my stress, I was getting really worried. Like, oh Lord, I've never experienced anxiety until the pandemic started. I always did good with like controlling, you know, stresses and finding ways to cope and stuff, but I didn't really experience true anxiety until this year. And I I was so close to asking my doctor for medication, because for me, my heart beats really fast. My heart beats really fast. I can feel it like pumping out my chest. I won't say I start sweating, but I can tell like my homeostasis fluctuates. I get like really hot or really cold. And what else? I just don't feel myself. I don't feel comfortable. It's a bad feeling. So yeah, I was getting worried. And then, you know, student loans, I got notifications about my student loans starting in March, I believe. So I was like, if I don't find a job now, I'm screwed. So the opportunity finally came through, and I couldn't be more happier. I mean, I was really getting worried, not just for myself, but, you know, for my family. It's like I just graduated, and normally if there wasn't a pandemic, it's already hard finding a job once you graduate. But adding a pandemic on top of that, it's 100 times worse. If anyone is in my shoes, you guys already know. You guys know. It's like impossible to find a job. When I tell you, let me just tell you all the jobs I applied to and where I got declined. Let's just get that out there. Target, they're always hiring. Never want to hire anyone. Who else? I applied to FedEx. I even applied back to Nordstrom's where I worked, and they still declined me. And I was a previous employee. Okay? Like, seriously. I was like, what in the world is happening? I applied to like every retail store in the book. You name it, I applied. I applied to over probably 100 jobs. I kid you not. And I got declined to every single one of them. That's how bad it is. That's literally. And I tried to tell I tried to tell my family, like, this is not a joke. They were like, you have to do better. What do you want me to do? there was nothing to do. So anywho, after 5 to 6 long months, I finally got a job. And I also have bigger news to tell you guys, but I'm gonna wait until I think February. So just stay tuned for that. I'm excited to tell you guys that. But to make a long story short, after this long, exhausting year, and once again, I couldn't be more grateful and happy with how it ended, pretty much. I don't really know what I'm doing with my eyes. I'm kind of just winging it. I've noticed I can't really do my makeup and talk. I see a lot of girls doing that on YouTube, and I'm like, kudos, because it's so distracting. But I'm trying. So yeah, guys, as everyone that has a heart and a brain knows, this year has been traumatizing. But at the end of the day, I'm just grateful for being alive, and I finally have a job, and there's a roof over my head. My family is still healthy. I'm still healthy. And I think, you know, this year showed a lot of people's true colors. And it's sad because a lot of people are just not grateful or not empathetic, not genuine, caring at all. Like, this year really showed people's true colors. And I hate this pandemic, but, you know, I've always been a firm believer of everything happens for a reason. And, you know, this year you could really tell who your real friends are, who really cares about you, who loves you, and who actually supports you. So, yeah, this year sucked, but I could really see who was there for me or who is still there for me. And I think anyone else can understand that and know that. So that was interesting to notice, to realize. But yeah, I mean, everything happens for a reason. I don't really have expectations for 2021. I'm kind of over that. Ever since 2020 turned into a disaster, I'm kind of scared to like kind of just have expectations for a new year. But I see good things in 2021. I mean, obviously we have the vaccine coming out. There's a lot of controversy about that, but I'm not going to get into that. And I'm just, you know, grateful to just see the next day and go from there. But yeah, so that's pretty much an update of my life. And I hope everyone else is enjoying their Christmas. I know this is literally the first time I've been alone for Christmas, but I think one thing that a lot of people should have or should understand is, you know, just being by yourself is not necessarily a bad thing. I know a lot of people like hate being by themselves, which it can get like really lonely, but like nothing is like more important than being okay with being alone, if that makes sense. Which is a lot of people's biggest fear, is to be alone. Which that's completely understandable, because it does get lonely at times. But like, I've actually really enjoyed having peace and quiet and just being by myself. And also, it's huge, you know, because if you're not comfortable by yourself, then you might have some problems. And some people just can't be by themselves, but you honestly, you need to learn. I mean, if you can't learn how to be by yourself, then that's kind of depending on being with someone else. But I enjoyed myself. I've really enjoyed myself. I mean, I did my yoga, I've been playing my video games, I've been cooking, drinking champagne, cleaning, organizing, working, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Alright, so my eyes are done. Nothing really too special. Now I guess I'll do my I'll do my lips first. So I'm gonna do my Ashton Anastasia, and then I'm gonna put like a red lip on top of it, because I don't want the red to be too bright. I want it kind of like a dark red. Oh, I should probably put my lashes on. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna put on my lashes and I'll be back. Okay, so did my lashes. And yeah, it's getting there. It's not the look I was expecting. Let's just get I tell you guys before, I like start doing my makeup and then it just turns out to be whatever it is. There's nothing I really shoot for. So it's giving me like a nude kind of like, I don't even know. But I'm digging it. I'm digging. I don't know if I'm gonna do the red lip. I don't know. I kind of like this one. But let's go on with the blush. My favorite part. I'm gonna do the Fenty cream blush in Rose Latte, which is kind of like it's like a rosy purple in a way, I guess you can say. Liking it. It's almost like a dusty, like purple nude look, which is pretty. Do the nose, of course. You guys know I'm a blush freak. I can do blush anywhere and I'm happy with it. And I'm gonna do a little highlight. I actually like stopped doing highlight, but I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna do the Artist Couture and the color Conceited. How cute. Put a little bit on that on my nose. Oh! It's a lot. But it's okay. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Why not? Okay. Okay. I'm liking it. It's giving me like rosy like nude a little bit. I like it. Alright guys, so that's the end of my Christmas makeup look. I hope you guys liked it. Once again, I had no idea what I was doing, but I kind of just went with it. But I really like it. It's a pretty like dusty rose kind of color. It's pretty but not too much. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys enjoy your Christmas. Have a safe Christmas. Have fun. And I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye.